Hello, I'm Claudia Lavista. I'm a Mexican dance maker, and I'm here with a Fulbright scholar working at the dance department at the University of Texas, and I'm very, very happy to be here. The piece that I choreograph, it's named ÓXIDO, which means rusty in English, and it's a reflection around the dynamics of power and relationship in structures that are horizontal or vertical, and how those two ways of relationship can totally, completely change the way human beings interact with each other. When we live inside of a world full of walls, for example, real walls or imaginary walls or social walls or cultural walls, there's a lack of communication and there's a lack of empathy, and how when these walls come down and we actually have a more landscape environment to be with each other, then love can arise and human relationships in a really nice way can come out. So the piece talks about that, and I use paper as a material to express these ideas, and I'm working with 9 dancers. The way that I work always is in collaboration, and in this case I work very closely with the dancers, so that when I first come into the rehearsal, we talk a little bit about the piece, and then I show them some visual materials, and then from there I invite them to start creating little movement phrases, and then I kind of play with these materials, but all the movement materials from the piece are coming from the dancers, and then I'm just like a puzzle magician. I put them together.
Working with a guest artist has just helped me grow so much as a performer, especially with Claudia. Day one, she had us as dancers generate movement on our own, inspired by words or ideas. And by the end of our 2-week residency that we had, her genius had incorporated our movement into her vision. As a dancer's perspective, it's really opened my eyes to how there is no right way of a process. What works for somebody works for somebody, and in the case of Claudia, I completely loved her process every second of the way.
Being a third year, it's my year to take choreography, which is a class that I take learning how to create dances and work with other people. And I feel like I've learned a lot from her just by watching how her mind works in rehearsal. I've learned in general how to behave or how to act when you are leading a group. To me, she does not make us feel like she's above us and we're so much below her. I feel like this is a process where we're all learning from each other and being students with each other, which I've genuinely appreciated.
Well, the best part is always work with young people. There's so many things to learn from young students and from young dancers and creators. And I feel that this dialogue from an artistic point of view, it's very enriched for both me and them. And the other part is just to come back to UT. I feel that it's very important to make stronger relationships between the US and Mexico, and especially between Texas and Mexico. So that's part of this Fulbright Garcia Robles goal is, and I'm really happy just to be here and represent a little piece of contemporary art from Mexico.